Hello, everybody. Wolfie, hello, everyone. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. And as we all know from the title of the stream, it's my live streaming 1 year anniversary. Even though it's been back in September, I'm doing it in October because I love October. It's Spooktober, so I really started kicking in live streams with horror films at the time 1 year ago. And yeah, I'm very honored to have come across such an amazing community. I never expected to get this far or have as many watchers. I didn't think anybody would join. I didn't think anybody would care, really. I just thought the heck with it. I'm just going to try and see where it gets me. I initially started this channel to write songs and to how would I put it, display them into the internet. And I didn't really know how to do it until Lil Movie Perp introduced me to Suno AI platform. And it wouldn't have been for him if I wasn't able to put my writing out there. It was the only way I could actually put music to my words and put spirit to my words, even though it wasn't me singing. It wasn't me playing instruments, but it made my lyrics sound heard and brought people in that I never thought anybody would listen, or it would change any lives, or to make people feel relatable. And that goes a long ways with me, literally. And I don't know what I would do without all of you. And I'm as I said before, I'm super honored to how far I've come, and it wouldn't have been without all of you and the amazing communities that you guys represent and which you guys are a part of, and being family. I that was the one thing I absolutely loved about the communities and getting involved and making friends, making connections, is making a mega big family, or an ultra big family, maybe we could say that. But yeah, I'm, for everybody in the chat, Mikey, love you always. You were here since day one. I wonder where Curtis is, because Curtis was actually the first one that came on panel with me, and then you came on panel, and Mikey, and that I never forgot that I would have any people to join a live stream. And even though I didn't know how to talk at the time, I didn't know how to talk. You know what I mean? I did. I didn't talk. I didn't show my face. And look at me now. I'm talking and I am showing my face, and more confident than ever on doing these live streams and hanging out with people, engaging with people. And I'm glad people were patient and persistent enough to stick around to deal with my silence and to deal with what I was writing in the chat. So I want to say thank you all for that. Hello, Sith Dan. I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for Mikey on his live streams. It's super honored to have known you for as long as we know each other now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's see, Lizzie. Lizzie, thank you for showing up. Yeah, you came out of nowhere, and I was always flattered by that, because I think maybe it could have been Mikey or somebody else that invited you to check out my channel. Whoever did that, thank you. And Lizzie, you're amazing. You're a ray of sunshine. And here I was always struggling to find women to join the panels and to be in the chat. I used to have Kimmy Kib, but she's been busy with a lot of life and health and her daughter, being there for her daughter and her husband, her lovely husband. So you know, you two are amazing. You and Kimmy, you and Netter. I wish Netter was here too. I wonder where Netter is. But and thank you, Suzanne, too. I cannot forget Mikey's lovely wife and my aunt Suzanne. I love you. I love you all. Let's see, anybody else in the chat? CGH, hello CGH. I know you from Movie Perps channel, and I've been honored to have known you too, and learning a bunch of new things, especially with conspiracies and aliens and movie talk. It's amazing to have you on board. And if you ever want to come on stream, feel free to do so. Sorry about that. And I also thank Little Movie Perp for being supportive as well, and Crazy Joe and everyone else there. Hello, PvP. Nice honor to have known you here too. I'm glad you like making me laugh and everything, and making me turn totally red or purple, as we can say. Jay also can do that too, and I love you both for that. I wonder where is Jay here? I don't see Jay anywhere. Get Jay. Let's see who else is here. Hello, Joker. The one time he doesn't call me brat girl. Thank you, Joker. Thank you. Let's see here. Who else? Oh, we got Michael. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Nice to have known you too. And I hope your writing is doing very well too, since you're writing a novel series. Let me see here. Who else? Who else is in the chat? Thank you, Cyberpunk Dystopia. Thank you very much. Let me see. Yeah, get Jay. Where is Jay? This is terrible. I'm distraught. He's not here. Oh, that's good. The book is doing okay. That's good. Good. Okay, so now I'll first of all, what I would like to do in honor of today is to talk about the albums that have influenced me through my childhood, that my mother raised me on. So we're gonna go over that. That's a lot, and it's actually a lot of those are listed in the live stream below. The description below this live stream. Feel free to check that out. That took me over an hour to write. And here we go. I'm going to. That's cool. That's really cool, Michael. You used to be a silent host. It's good that you finally are able to express yourself. Thank you, CGH. Okay, so we'll bring on Mikey.
Hello.
Sci-Fi Sith Dan.
Hello.
VP.
Hello.
And a new panelist who I will introduce you. I've been friends with him for a good 2 years.
Come on.
Oh, now I'm nervous. I'm always nervous meeting new people.
Hey Dan, can we go ahead and see your handsome Sith Lord face there? We got it.
You
His name is Chris.
You want to see Mo? You want to see Mo? Come on.
I want to see Mo. Yeah, there we go.
There he is. There's Mo.
Hi.
Mo.
And
greetings.
And now we have Chris.
Hey there.
Chris Wade.
Hello, Chris.
Wade.
Yes, we go way back.
Wow.
2 years ago, maybe more actually. And I've helped him through some stuff, and we've been good friends ever since. And music and story writing is what brought us together. And he's a great guy, and I'm very thankful, Chris, that you're able to come on stream today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you, Chris.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
thank
nice.
you. It's really good to be here. It's good that it's a Sunday. That's my wife's natural day
Sunday,
off.
Sunday, Sunday.
Yeah, I
Ah,
got 4 monsters running around here, and
uh-oh.
there's no way I could
Uh-oh.
do it if she was at work.
You know, that's all you need is that big whip, you know, and just like, come
Whoa.
here. Come here, kids.
I mean, I'm sure if she found one under the Christmas tree, she'd use it quite liberally.
Oh.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, well,
Bye,
don't worry.
Leslie.
Well, don't worry. Your wife has the whip, and Mikey's wife has a frying pan for him.
That's right. I got
Oh.
that frying pan heart shaped. It's got my name emblazoned on it. It is ready. If I go psycho, she can just go whack, knock me out for a little while.
The indentions right there permanent for a few days,
Oh.
maybe a week.
they'd be there for a month.
Whoa.
We're not talking week. We're talking month. Yeah, she hits
Ooh.
very hard. Mwah. Anyway,
Yeah, I've
Okay.
mostly done comedy over the last couple of years, and
Mhm.
starting to get kind of known in my local area, but like, nobody knows who I am yet. Maybe someday. Probably not.
Oh.
Nobody makes it, but
what is the closest town that you live to that might have a comedy club?
like Rochester.
Oh, cool. Rochester, New York.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Well, you should give yourself a shot there.
I've been cozying up to one of the dudes that kind of runs the place. He seems to like me. They seem pretty impressed with my growth because I've only been at this oh man, I think this week actually makes 2 years. So
Oh, this is
Yeah.
another anniversary.
Well,
That's
Chris,
nice.
comedy nowadays needs fresh blood like yours, definitely, and new ideas and new concepts. It's obvious,
well,
we
it,
lost a huge portion of our lives when Robin Williams died. That was huge. I mean,
I did not see that coming.
well,
Mm-mm.
neither did we. And we, eventually when Suzanne and I came, drove back from Arizona after we had spent some time there with folks, and I moved permanently up here to Canada.
Froze the
We
most of it.
drove through the Robin Williams
Why?
Tunnel there outside of San Francisco.
No.
We felt it
I
was
didn't
appropriate. It was.
I didn't know they had one. That's
They
cool.
have one, yeah. They named it after him. Yeah, it goes.
I've,
It's a tunnel that when you come off the Golden Gate Bridge, you're still driving, on the 101, and you go through his tunnel. I don't believe I'm saying this. You go through his tunnel, and then you come out into Marin and Sausalito. It's a beautiful tunnel, though. They did a lot of renovations and repair to it because it's a very old tunnel. It's been there for a long time.
Mikey, I do have a question. Whenever there's a thunderstorm, is that God laughing from Robert Williams cracking jokes at him, or is that another thing that's happening?
I honestly, I don't know what to say to him. First, well, what we said was before we entered the tunnel, we said "Nanu, Nanu," like he used to say from Mork and Mindy, and there was no accident. But this is a true story. Someone didn't say anything to Robin to the tunnel before he went in. There was an accident at the very end. He almost went off the cliff because he didn't say anything. So you gotta say something hilarious. I know that sounds like an urban legend, but for us it worked because we got through fine. But yeah, but it seems like it is kind of haunted unless you say something funny that would make him laugh. And Nanu Nanu is something I remembered. So I said that, and I was driving, so I was the one who said Nanu Nanu was with, and she said it with me, and we both said that when we got in. So we said, okay, cool, we're all right.
Back down.
how are the acoustics in that tunnel? Because I feel like I'd want to stick my head out and just scream "Good morning, Vietnam,"
Exactly. The acoustics in there are fantastic, Chris.
Ooh.
Both going in and going out, both ways. Just, and if you're in the center of it, it's so quiet. It's like there's no rattling. It's like when cars go through there, it's like a whoosh down, like just flowing perfectly, and then it comes out. Even when it gets crowded, even when there's traffic, it's like it's almost like you don't hear anything. It was done really well acoustically, really built well. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
and the big sign's right out in front. It says Robin Williams Tunnel right outside.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I missed something here because I stepped
Yeah.
away for a few minutes. But
Yeah. There's pictures
yeah,
of them, I'm sure,
Robin.
online. You just look it up, type it up, and they'll show you with the tunnel's
Okay.
like.
Well, Robin. When I think of Robin Williams, I think of a brilliant creative mind with a brilliant, incredible life. And then he had such a sad ending. Like I just feel so sorry for Robin Williams ending his life like he did.
Me too.
Can you imagine though? I can actually kind of understand it. I don't approve of what he did, but I wish he got help. Actually, I really wish he'd got help. Everybody out there, get help. If you're really that in that dire mental state, get help. Reach out to somebody, a friend, a neighbor, somebody.
Right, very despondent. I would say yes.
Yeah, he was so sad, but I can understand it though, Mikey, and everybody on the panel here, because just think, you had one of the most brilliant comedic minds in history for decades and decades and decades and decades, like Robin did. A brilliant career, Nanu Nanu and all the stand-up stuff, and all the movies. I mean, great movies. And then to realize the last couple years, your mind is going away. I can't imagine how terrifying that was for poor Robin. That must have just scared the heck out of him. And it's just so sad. It makes me really sad. And I shouldn't feel sad, because when I think of Robin, I want to feel happy, right? Because Robin gave us how much millions,
Hey, Charlotte.
millions of people, hundreds of millions of people he gave joy to for decades, right? Did he not?
Yes, of course he did.
Yeah, and I would just say to the most people that are under 40 or in their 30s, the only people they know from Aladdin, the Disney film, probably.
Well, people.
Oh, beautiful.
I know when I was a kid in the 60s, I was curious about history. And that's why I went back and watched. Well, I remember I went back and I watched Buster Keaton, and I watched Charlie Chaplin, and I watched all the classic silent movies. And I started there, and then I worked my way through the 20s, 30s.
Great song.
What am I? Okay. It's get off my lawn time, kids. I'm going to say, if you're young, my best advice. I have a couple things. If you want to do something and you have a dream, do it. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't put it off, because you'll regret it later. 2, if you want to really appreciate the beauty of this world, go back and look at history. Read history, read books, just watch all the movies and TV and music from the past that you can. Go back 100 years and explore all the stuff back then, because you will not be disappointed. There was amazing stuff back then.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go away again for a minute now, because I talk too much.
Well, I'll piggyback a little bit on what you were saying about like do it now in the darkness and stuff, because that's kind of how Charlotte and I got to know each other. Is I met her through Curtis, a futurist, on one of his streams. I was getting treatment after an attempt that I had made, and I kind of figured around that time that since I damn near succeeded and I shouldn't be here anyways, might as well start kind of exploring the creativity. So I've been doing that for a couple of years now.
Yeah, I've had a couple times in my life where I might have not been here as well. I had a really bad car accident, rolled my car. I should have probably been dead that day.
Oh, Charlotte.
But I walked away with just a minor cut over one of my eyebrows.
You need to get the Batman soundtrack, 1989. Absolutely. If you're a complete Prince aficionado, you need to get the '89 Batman soundtrack.
I want to say I want to do another thumbs up for Emancipation, though. I think Emancipation is overlooked. I think it's very I think it's a great album. Like, there's so many great songs on that album. Like, it's really good. Yeah, that one. That's one, Charlotte. Yeah. It's fucking great. What can I say? Like, what, 3 discs? And that was the one where he finally left his record label, right? And he was like the
Yeah.
former artist.
The former artist known as Prince. Yes. Then he became a symbol. Yeah.
But
I
it
remember
was it is I think it's one of his best albums, and I think people just like they overlook it. People go to Purple Rain, they go to 1999. I understand
Yeah.
that because those are
Yeah.
great albums too. But Emancipation needs more. It needs more love. It needs more love. It needs
Yeah.
more love. Just like an old guy like me that's 67, I need more love too.
And it just
Oh, I
occurred
think you
to
get
me
enough love here,
that
DDP.
I might only know 2 Prince songs.
Oh,
I don't know if I really know any of his music.
You know what I would recommend would be get the greatest hits albums.
I mean, I
Yeah.
could, or I could just open my Apple Music and do
Well,
it.
yeah, whatever. Do online as well, streaming or whatever. Yeah, that works too. But that's
I
the one.
feel bad about it because he deserves his money, but also he's gone, so who's getting it anyways? I just listen to it.
I imagine his estate is getting it, and probably part of the record company's getting it still too. But that one, Charlotte just held up the three CD greatest hits. I used to have that, and it's excellent. It really covers the whole the whole catalog of Prince's best stuff, and it is. If you want an introduction to Prince, that's your gateway drug right there. That one.
So
And it's
since
weird too, because most
Yeah.
of the music that I listen to is from like the mid
there's Taylor.
'60s to the late '90s. Definitely don't listen to a lot of that, but it's cool. You
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a lot of good CDs that make up for these. Hopefully, we're not counting too
Yeah.
many more.
Hey Charlotte, do you
Oh
know
my.
if you make Taylor Swift mad, that's why the Chiefs lose football games. You don't
So
want to
if,
make
if,
her
if,
mad.
if you piss off Taylor Swift, does she leave?
Don't do
Swiftly?
that.
Don't want to do that.
No,
Don't do
unless you want the attention, in which case you should definitely go after her, Tom Cruise, and Eminem as much as possible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
19,
they-
wow.
I got almost all her albums, and I'm just showing them off.
So I'm starting to suspect that you're a Taylor Swift fan somehow.
Oh, look who's
Yes.
walked in. We have Victoria Shaw. So we
No,
also have Gabrielle
I hate this
Ferreira,
cover. This
Ola,
cover's not great.
Gabrielle.
No,
And we have my
that cover
friend
sucked actually.
and my longtime friend
Compared to
Larry is
some
in
of
the
her other
chat.
covers, that one's weak.
Yeah, Larry's in the chat too. Larry, there's
Love
a
her.
pin at the top there.
That's
There's
a little
pin
too
at the top
airy
there.
fairy for me, Charlotte.
Yeah, Do Your Self Adventures is here too. Welcome,
That
Larry.
was mediocre. I give it a 5 out of 10.
Well, Larry, she does love David Bowie and she likes Prince, and I mean,
What? Who loves David Bowie? I gotta
do.
know her.
Charlotte
Oh.
does.
I mean,
I'm
me,
a
me
huge-
I'll
too.
show that album off for you.
Bowie is my favorite male solo artist.
I
By the way,
really,
were we going to talk about albums that we love? Was that something to do with the theme today?
Oh, these are like the artists and albums that I was raised with and was influenced by.
Okay.
So this is Taylor Swift's 2024. I need to get her album that just came out.
Damn, how many
it's
albums
really
does
good.
do you though?
She's got a ton.
It looks like it.
Yeah, I mean this is that. I mean,
Oh, wow. That's a few. Yeah, that's a few. Yeah.
My music collection is basically gone, but I used to have a lot of the like Pink Floyd, Grateful Dead, Beatles, Garfunkel. Well, Simon and Garfunkel. I don't know. Did they do solo work? I don't know. I didn't hear
Well, I
it.
know
Paul Simon has, and I know that Garfunkel's done a couple albums.
Paul Simon did tons of solo stuff, and Garfunkel, I think,
Sorry.
did a couple albums, maybe.
here PvP.
Were they good
Hey.
though, or was it kind of like how when Pink Floyd split, they did solo work too? But I'm sorry, I hope I'm not stepping on nobody. They sucked without each other. They needed each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Gilmore Waters, absolutely.
Yeah,
agree with you
I
100%
listened
there.
to one or two of Roger Waters' solo albums, and I was just like, I'm done with this guy.
One of Yeah,
Yeah,
Dark
he
Side of the
really
Moon.
needed someone to tell him no every now and then.
Well, you know, I think from what remember when he dissed Ozzy like 2 weeks after Ozzy died? Like,
Oh my
no
God.
class at all, man. Like,
Hey,
No.
zero.
I gotta ask Chris and PvP, and I don't know if Dan knows this too, but the urban legend is that if you played the Dark Side of the Moon from the very beginning to the very end to the soundtrack and substitute it for the soundtrack of the original Wizard of Oz, it's supposed to follow the whole story from
Yeah,
beginning to end.
they actually, I don't know if it's still up, but they had a YouTube video. It was exactly that. And yeah, kind of. And I'll tell you, LSD probably helps a little bit. I never watched it without, but yeah, dude,
You
like
mean
it
LDS?
definitely
Because
seemed
according to
to.
Star Trek people, LDS, according to Shatner.
Oh,
Yeah, I got. If you get that reference, you're really good.
I
I
got that
missed it.
reference. Yeah, I am very good. I am very good.
Yeah. Yeah, we were telling Charlotte the other day. One of those influential albums was Alanis Morissette's "Jagged Little Pill."
Oh,
Absolutely,
I have it.
I could never
absolutely for me.
get
No,
into her
And
stuff.
Stone
let
Temple
me tell
Pilots.
you about that album.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, when I was little, when I was even as a teenager, because it was like the whole time I was living at home, if I ever woke up early on a Saturday morning and I heard that album blasting, I would pray, please don't turn the vacuum on. Please. Oh no.
No,
And I would try to get out of the house for the day.
my song, my go-to song when I would sing karaoke was Stone Temple Pilots "Plush." Absolutely, I could belt that.
Good.
You know, the words at the very end. You know, find it. You know, to find it, and I could belt that. There's
You know,
Alanis.
I
LA.
I
I
have a very limited range. I basically have to do all grunge and 90s alternative when I go out.
I tell you, Chris. I've told Charlotte and PvP and Kim
Nirvana.
before, but I used to have a correspondence through email with Chris Cornell, the late Chris Cornell,
Oh
rest
man.
in peace. And he saw one of my videos on my old Warlord Fate channel, one of my karaoke videos I did. And he said, "Oh, you're amazing." He says, how do you have such a good voice?" I said, "Well, how do you have such a great voice, Chris? I mean, you can hit ranges and do all this stuff." He said that his favorite song on the Super Unknown album was Spoon Man. And
I
I
love
thought
that
my
song.
favorite is Black Hole Sun. I love that. Love that song. I remember where I was too when I first heard Black Hole Sun. And it reached to my heart and my soul. Very few songs can do that. Very few songs in this world can do that. And I told him so. He says, "I know." He says, "But my favorite is Spoon Man." I said, "Okay." You know, when you talk to a great musician and an artist like that, you just don't argue. You go, "Okay, that's a great song." No, I like Spoon Man. And I told the story about that. It was Tom Morello who practically took this guy off the streets, brought him into the recording studio, and he got to play one time in front of Chris to practice. He said, "Oh, that's it. We need him right now. Let's do this." You know, and they only did it in a few takes. It was a great song, and the video is fantastic, of course.
I
Plays it
like
all
to
itself.
sometimes if I feel like dinner's
I
taking too long,
understand.
if the wife's making it, I like to start singing the Temple of the Dog. I just start
Oh
belting out,
yeah.
I'm going hungry. She gets
Oh
so
no, you
mad.
mean
It's so
Hunger
funny.
Strike? You mean Hunger Strike that he sings with, you know, our favorite guy from Pearl Jam, Vetter.
Eddie Vedder. Yeah.
Yes. Some
I
people
was
always said he was a guitar god, Eddie Vedder, or something like that.
I was always disappointed in this album because it does not have one song that I absolutely love.
Which
Nirvana.
one?
That should be for the best because this is their best or something like that according
Just
to
name a
Icon.
couple songs. Just name a couple songs from the album if I've heard of them before, because I was a big, huge Kurt Cobain fan.
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
There you go.
Well,
See,
of
that's
course. That's
right
gonna be
there.
on there. That's like their breakout one.
Yeah, Heart Shaped Box.
Do they have
Mhm.
Breed or Negative Creep?
Yeah.
They don't have that. That's
Oh,
what I'm
Neither
disappointed
one.
in. They also don't have what's it called? D7 Dimension 7 that they did the cover of,
right.
which is a
What about
fantastic.
Territorial Pissings?
They don't have that.
Wow. Come on.
what about No Apologies?
Oh, that's on there.
That's definitely on there.
Oh, yeah.
Lithium too, right? That's definitely on there.
Yeah,
Lithium.
Lithium.
Oh
Yeah.
man, just
In
you know,
Bloom.
I
Penny
was
Royalty.
I felt honored. Do you guys remember when Weird Al Yankovic made a parody of Nirvana? And I was really honored.
I grew up on Weird Al. I love Weird Al.
Weird Al song? Was it "Smells Like Teen Spirit" or something?
No,
like
it smells like Nirvana.
Smells
And
like
it was
Nirvana.
it was all about how you couldn't understand what they were saying.
You know, I gotta say, Nirvana was one of the very few bands of the '90s that I actually loved.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when I heard the Nevermind album, I was like blown away.
Oh my gosh, yeah. When you
It's so
revealed
good.
you love Manilow,
Start to finish.
Okay, I want
Barry.
you know, if I could have my
jealous.
dream concert, I would put Barry Manilow and Kurt
Yes.
Cobain together on stage doing a concert. Would that be fucking bizarre?
My dream concert.
What I like to see would be Manilow and Neil Diamond.
I have a very weird mind. I gotta admit, I do have a very
My dream concert would be Weird Al doing the accordion and Jack Black doing his little gibberish scatting thing to the Star Wars Cantina song, like.
Wow, his
Yes.
nephew was in the
Wow.
band. I knew that,
Heck
Larry.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, his
Yeah,
New
I just
England
wanna-
album is great.
If
Yeah,
I
love
can
that.
get back to Nirvana for a minute, guys.
Sure.
Sure.
There was very few bands I liked in the '90s. I gotta admit, for me, the '90s were when music started to fall off the cliff. That it's been falling off ever since. Because I haven't heard. Well, there's a couple of
Not
young
Taylor
bands.
Swift.
Well, okay. I don't know enough about her. I've never really listened to her much, Charlotte, to be honest. So I can't really.
Right.
I
I'll
would
convert you.
honestly comment. Just post some stuff for me on Facebook if you'd like to. Like that would be
There you
cool.
go.
Yeah, I'll make a
Charlotte,
playlist of my
You
favorites.
should in the
Yeah,
'90s.
that'd be
You
great.
should have been
That
there.
would be good. Thank you.
Chris, you probably know this too, but in the '90s, you should have been there in Tempe, Arizona. You had Gin Blossoms, you had Goo Goo Dolls, Stone Temple Pilots. I mean, I have seen so many great local bands.
See,
there.
I never listened to the Goo Goos. I've heard some of the Stone Temple stuff, and it's okay. Like I don't mind it,
Plus, just
but it's not
fantastic.
really my groove, right? I
Fantastic.
guess I'm maybe a little too old for some of that stuff, but I did love Nirvana because I recognized as soon as I heard Nirvana, I knew this guy knows how to write a good song. Because you
Yes,
you can tell very quickly if a band has a good songwriter or they suck, right? You know, it's pretty easy to after one or two albums, you if there's not a good song on those albums, then you're like, okay, they're in trouble. Anyway, Cobain wrote so many brilliant songs in the short time he was putting out albums.
Yes.
My biggest regret when it comes to Nirvana, though, I had a chance to go see them New Year's Day in Vancouver when I was at art school. They were doing a New Year's Day concert. I didn't go because I was studying for tests.
Oh.
And then like 4 months later, he deleted himself, right? Like 4 months after that. And I was like, kick myself in the ass, somebody please kick me in the ass over because I was a dumb bastard. Like I'm so angry. I'm still angry at myself. You know when you have a great opportunity and you miss it and then later you realize you missed it, that is the worst.
Yeah.
I could have seen them live like 4 months before they were gone. And I said, "Oh, I can always see them another year," and it's like, well, no, not now, buddy.
I was only
like
2.
Do you have the Hell Freezes Over album from the Eagles?
I like early Eagles.
Yeah, but I like the Hell Freezes Over one.
Yeah, I only was raised with wrong finger. This for greatest hits album. It was the first one, the volume 1. It was the one I was raised with. I didn't know there was a volume 2, and I was happy I got this at a store. So I had to get it, and I was raised on this side, which has let me see.
Yeah, life's been good to me so far. But did you also know, Larry, that the James Gang is "Walk Away" song? Fantastic. Love Joe Walsh.
So this one has like "Take It Easy," "Witchy Woman," Lying
Oh,
Eyes.
witchy woman. See
That's
how
Elaine's favorite
high
song.
she flies.
Elaine Vincent.
I
I mean,
kind of
it
like the
slaps.
Eagles.
It's a good one.
The Eagles' earlier stuff was kind of country influenced, like somewhat, right? A little folky. And I kind of like that acoustic side of them. And I didn't mind when they went to harder rock. Well, I guess it was Joe Walsh came on the band around Hotel California or whatever.
Around the Hotel California.
And that album, I actually do love that album. It rocks, but it really rocks like hard on some of those tracks, right? And it's very different than their early albums. Like it really is quite a transition. If you listen, just go through the albums and listen to them. It's like, wow, man,
Yeah.
Joe brought his guitar.
Chris,
Did he not?
Chris, if you travel across the country as a comedian, you can't avoid Winslow, Arizona. You have to go see the Glenn Fry statue. Yes,
I love Glenn Fry.
I haven't been able to
have to
travel
sit
yet,
there.
but I've been hoping to start doing that really soon.
You need to go there and sit there. It's very solemn, very wonderful spot. Was the statue itself was well done. I know Larry's been there a number of times. I've only been there once, but
It might be a long time before I make it all the way to Arizona, though. It's hard to travel, and that is
there's a good lap
pretty
place.
far.
They have the improvisation place there in Tempe, Arizona. Would be great for you. They welcome a lot of new comedians and such. Yeah, it's a good place. When I went there and saw Rob Schneider from SNL there, the improvisation.
That used to make me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
History with this album was when I was 12. I
made me so
remember
cool when you said you were 12.
Yeah. When I was 12. Yeah, I can't believe it was 10 years ago.
You're making me feel old, Charlie.
You're making me feel very old, Charlie.
I was gonna say that, but then these people that got at least 20 years on me said it, and I was like, oh well, that'd be kind of rude now.
I would have said 10 years since I was 12. Try maybe, I don't know how many decades. It's like scary.
Sorry, Dan.
You know, the scary thing is you get
been a little over 20 for me.
Faster than you imagine you will. So Charlotte, live your dreams now when you're young.
Yeah.
When you're young and beautiful, live your dreams.
Yeah. One of these songs inspired me to be a writer, inspired me to be a storyteller.
Ooh.
And I remember it was at night and I just had an album on. Actually, no, it was actually the radio. I rephrased that. And one of the songs on this album was One of These Nights, which was always one of my favorite songs on this album.
Glenn Fry, I gotta say something about that song. One of These Nights is one of the best songs that Glenn Fry, for his voice and for his technique and the way that he just sings it is perfect. And Don Henley helps him out with it. But I think it's more about Fry than it is about Henley. And I love the voices on that song.
Mm-hmm.
That was one problem with the Eagles. Didn't they break up because they had infighting, like eventually, like personality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
this song.
Dan has left us apparently. I just want to.
Yeah, he felt bad because he said he felt like fish out of water.
Well, you know, like my advice, Dan, go and listen to some old music then, and then you'll know what we're talking about, buddy.
Yeah.
It's really where it's at. You know, I was only 2 when Cobain left, and I feel like I never really got to experience a lot of really good music. You know, I would go through my parents' CD collection and just be like, why does music not sound good anymore? Like, where's this now?
Well, I'd say auto tune is a big part of that. There's a certain grocery store here, and I go and they're always playing that auto tune stuff.
Yeah,
I only go there because I can get some cheap food, but other than that, I want to just close my ears. Oh, what do we got? Well, I can't see that.
That
Hollywood
was
Hollywood Vampires.
Hollywood, yeah.
Is that the one with what's his
That's
name?
Alice Cooper, Johnny Depp.
Wait,
God,
what?
I love that band. Yes.
I will have to check that out.
Yeah, you need to check that out. I mean,
I actually do.
What an odd name. I never would have listened to that ever. I didn't know it was Cooper and Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Johnny Depp is actually a very good singer.
He is.
I'm really shocked. I'm really.
I do need to check them out. I've never checked them out either. Come to think of it, and I've heard about them for a couple of years now. And
well, good night, Lizzie. Lizzie
You know what a
Armstrong
big
is
Alice
Good
Cooper
night,
fan
Lizzie.
I am, right? So
Yeah.
especially the original albums in the 70s, the Alice Cooper band, like those guys are incredible.
My favorite thing about Depp was his friendship with the good doctor, you know? And I love that guy.
Well, I
I
mean,
think I
all,
might be he might be my spirit animal because I have been through some pretty crazy things that have made me think afterwards, like, what am I trying to be Hunter? Like, what
Hey,
the hell was I thinking?
hey werewolf.
Hunter
I
Thompson,
mean Charlotte.
very
And
interesting
I
guy.
say that werewolf. Hey werewolf.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Oh,
Ooh, ooh. No, so Charlotte, I know. You know what? I bet this gives you jitters when you hear the line "Under the bridge
oh,
downtown is where I drew some blood," and you're a
what?
werewolf. That from the
Ah.
song "Under the
Werewolf
Bridge."
of London?
No. I'm talking about the line where it says "Under the bridge downtown
Okay,
is
now I'm
where I
getting
drew some
confused,
blood."
Maggie.
You know, a couple years ago they dropped a new one, Tip of My Tongue, and I guess I'd forgotten what their lead singer looked like because I was watching the video and I was like, I would not leave this guy within 100 yards of my kids. Like,
Oh,
what the hell is going on with him?
yes. Yeah, I did say goodnight to Larry as well. I know he had to go, but
Your
Mikey,
Rhythmics,
your
I know you
Rhythmics.
love it.
now your Rhythmics, they were one of the great bands of the 1980s. I think was their decade, their main decade,
I
right?
have to say, I have to say one of my favorite concerts, definitely Annie Lennox opening for Sting.
Well,
Oh.
you know the thing is, Annie gets all the attention, and what was that other guy?
Dave
what's his
Stewart.
name?
Dave
Dave
Stewart.
Stewart.
Yeah.
He's pretty much forgotten, is he not? Like, does anybody ever talk about Dave anymore?
I'd say on the solo album that she does,
Yes, well, I don't have the CD here.
Walking on Broken Glass, that has a song from it and everything. Oh yeah.
But it's pretty much still all about Annie, is it not? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, there's Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes.
And apparently they hated each other, did they not? Like, from what
I
I've
thought they
heard.
did.
For a short time, I thought they did.
Well, that's why they broke up eventually.
But Charlotte and I think, I don't know if you were there, PvP, but we talked about, and well, I know Suzanne talked about it too. When he dressed up as a turkey on Saturday Night Live and sang his song "Still Crazy" after all these years. I was only 10 years old when he did the damn thing.
A lot of people think Paul Simon is a very serious fellow, but I think he's got a sense of humor.
He does.
He has a great sense of humor.
I really do.
I don't know who wrote most of those songs, but
it would be
the lyricism's just beautiful.
He did. Paul wrote most of them.
Yeah.
Well, you know the one he did with Chevy Chase in the video, "You Can Call Me Al." What a great song. And he does so many funny things on that thing. And of course, he's a short guy, right? He's got to be less than 5'7" than what I am. And and here is, big, huge, tall Chevy Chase, with the big guitar going over his head and the bongo drums and all this other stuff. Insane.
What's your favorite Simon and Garfunkel song?
I have with me. My mom and I would. When I was young, I used to do karaoke, at my house, at our house.
Nice.
And every night we'd play, the certain songs we loved. And one of the songs that I've always sung was "Bridge Over Troubled Water," and it still comes to me.
Song.
And I would sing that every night, almost every night, if I could. And
that is a beautiful song.
When I get really depressed, my go-to is "April Come She Will." The song is just beautiful.
Good one.
You know, the one that popped into my mind instantly when Charlotte brought up the topic was "The Sounds of Silence."
Oh yeah,
same here.
That's a good one.
"Sounds of Silence." That song is incredible.
That really, that drives home. I love that song.
At first, when I heard Disturbed covered it, even though I like Disturbed, I was a little annoyed. I was like, dude, like, come on, you don't touch that. But I listened to the cover and I was like, wow.
But he did a video, right? A very intense take on the song, and I actually
was good. Yeah,
it's good. Yeah,
I saw a lot.
I didn't expect that out of him, and I like a lot of his covers. I just didn't think he could do that one. I was mistaken.
You're kind of picking a difficult song when you're doing Sounds of Silence, right? It's
Now
like,
my
Well, especially when you're such a heavy band. That's not a heavy song. I mean, he made it
No,
heavy, but
exactly.
still kept it beautiful. You know, that was a hard
Exactly.
balance, and I have so
One
much
of
respect for
I
that.
agree.
well,
I
speaking
agree
of
100%.
speaking of
He
Disturbed,
did it
one of
well.
my favorites is 10,000 Fists.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's a good one.
yeah, but he
You
does
know,
a
like
live version of it on YouTube, and he goes 10,000 Fists MFs, and he says that like to all the whole crowd and everybody. Oh,
the first time I really almost died, the song that was blasting in the car was Indestructible.
Indestructible. Yes.
Yeah, we were doing some things we shouldn't have been at 19, and we decided to have some fun, so we were hitting railroad tracks as fast as we can.
What about
Oh,
Symphony
And
of Destruction? Oh my God.
that's a pretty good one.
And
I
then
get my uncle sometimes hates me because I have this joke that never works. I'm gonna have to turn it into a sketch instead. I think you need the visuals,
uh-oh.
but I say that
yeah.
like Megadeth sounds like it's Muppets.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
like
gosh.
I'm always surprised when Sweating Bullets doesn't get educational, you know? Like I
Yeah.
know the song is like, you know,
My
10 and 10 will always equal 20. I
Yeah.
got one here. It's purple and fuzzy.
I wanted to say quickly, my go-to Simon and Garfunkel is The Boxer.
That's a wonderful song.
No question. I used to feel depressed like in college or whatever, but if they played that song on the radio, I would have felt 1 million times.
You know another Simon and Garfunkel I love is Cecilia.
When the days
You're
go
breaking
by,
my heart.
and the
Because that's one of the more
water
upbeat songs, right? And it's fun. It's a fun
into
song.
the blue again.
I like America is one of my favorite ones too.
Once in a lifetime.
By
I
the
don't know if
way,
that's what it's
Charlotte,
called.
I saw the Talking Heads film on a big screen theater.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
Heck yeah.
Well,
David
when
Byrne,
I was
baby.
at art college in Vancouver, there were like 3 or 4 old school cinemas that were doing they do like retro stuff. And this one was out in East Van, so I'd have to drive for maybe like half an hour to get there. But they were doing the Talking Heads movie, the live Talking Heads movie, and I had to go see it. And it's only like $3 back then too, right? Like tickets were cheap at these old theaters.
Oh, guys, welcome Roger Blair.
But it was a great movie.
Roger Blair mentioned, howdy everyone. I liked Disturbed's cover of Land of Confusion that came from Genesis. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. The Tears for Fears cover too was really good.
Yeah, even Phil Collins approved it. And you know what he did? He played backup drums on that song. So
yeah, I really liked the South Park cover of Phil Collins.
Yeah.
And they got upset because he beat them out with that Tarzan song. They had a song from their movie that was nominated for an award, but they lost to Phil Collins. So they came out with an episode where they just ragged on him super hard.
Man, that's so cool.
You
Thank you
could tell they were kind of upset.
Yeah.
This is Maroon 5's best album, I would say, and my mom would always play it every Sunday. It was motivational.
I used to love that album. I remember when that came out.
Yeah, the year.
I think I was in like middle school.
Yeah, that's the year I was born.
Yeah, I used to sing this.
I don't know enough of these. I'm too old.
You will love this album.
I've never listened to that.
And This Love, yeah, great songs.
I've heard of Maroon 5. I never got around to listening to them.
They're very good. Maroon 5 is pretty good.
Hey,
I don't know about him being a judge of talent, though, but hey, that's okay.
I just want to ask Charlotte, do you I'm not a Madonna guy. I've never I know millions of guys. I know millions of guys wanted to do Madonna. I never did. I just did not.
I heard millions of guys did do Madonna.
Oh,
probably.
Wasn't the old joke that she has the same slogan as McDonald's?
Oh, yeah. Well,
1 million served.
Chris,
Exactly.
I gotta be honest. I'm not a huge Madonna fan by any stretch. And I gotta say, it wasn't right for her to do the Don McLean version, the cover version of American Pie. Wasn't right.
Nobody should. I think American Pie is a song no one should cover.
Right. Only
To me,
Don
that's
McLean
like
should do it.
that's
That's
like
it.
that's like sacred ground. You do not.
Yeah, that's like being on
You
Indian
don't mess
sacred
with it, right?
land. Yeah.
Because I mean,
Vincent
Don
is
McLean
probably the
is
most
perfect.
beautiful song I've ever heard by him.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, talk about. I can't think of a better song for a tribute to Buddy Holly, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the day the music died, indeed, there was a lot. Just think what he might have done if he'd lived for another 20 years or 30 years or whatever.
But then I think of a positive side of that. Waylon Jennings survived, and Waylon Jennings is a country music legend. So in
The
some
thing
ways,
is, though, Mikey, he
good
could
thing.
have got on the plane.
He could have, but he got lucky because, well, maybe not lucky.
No, but doesn't that
He
tell
lucked
you
out.
something? That tells you, to me, when I listen to that story, it's like,
Yeah,
how random is life? Like, seriously.
it's too random. I mean, you had the Big Bopper, you had Buddy, and you had Richie Valens. The Bob.
Richie
I'm
Valens.
like, oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh, that broke my heart.
I know you
I don't
guys
know what
admit
it
what
is
you're.
about that lifestyle that kills everybody so quick. Like all the best ones snuff it fast. Morrison, Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 27 Club, right? Like Jimi Hendrix,
Amy Winehouse, Aaliyah.
and what was her name? The singer in the 60s,
Janice.
Well,
Janis
Janis
Joplin, yeah.
and
Patsy
Jimmy.
Cline.
And Jimmy.
Oh, 27
Patsy.
Club. Like it's I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I
Wild.
kind of do believe in the supernatural.
And Jim Morrison. I'm like, come on, Morrison.
There's got to be something in the universe operating there, right? Like
I really
nothing
would
beyond
be
our
interested to know what the 70s Doors would have sounded like, because the one thing when I got into Grateful Dead later in life, my thought
I
on their
miss
older
Jerry
stuff is I
Garcia.
was like, man, this stuff kind of sounds like the Doors. And I was like, kind of seems like the Doors were taking a similar path. Like, I
Well,
wonder there
I
probably
even
could have been
remember-
some rivalry there in the 70s if he'd have made it.
See, that Charlotte is a true
Nice.
deadhead. I love it. Yeah, there you are.
You want to know something crazy about the Dead? So I hadn't heard their debut album yet. And my friend, I was in college, and he's like, make sure you listen to it. So I laid down with my headphones on and a bandana wrapped around my eyes and just laid in bed. you know, as one does when you're listening to the Grateful Dead. And dude, before long, I was like on this hippie bus, but it was a Stingray, and we were like sailing through the ocean, and the whole album, I was just on this amazing ride. And when I told my friend about it later, he was like super convinced that the ghost of Jerry Garcia took me for a ride. And I cherish that. I want to believe that. I mean, it's not true, but that would be awesome.
Yeah, my mother and father did say they took me to the Monterey Pop Festival when I was only 3 years old. My brother was only 1. And they had the Mamas and the Papas and some other local
if
bands.
if only you'd been 10 years older, Mikey.
I would have really appreciated it then. But to be fair, I did get to see Mama and the Papas later when they had, Mackenzie Phillips in the group and everything else. So,
but just think,
I did get to see them. I did get to see them with my folks. That was good.
I know people are not a big fan of Madonna, but this album relates to me.
I appreciate her hits. I do appreciate her hits.
I appreciate her early stuff.
It is early.
I really do.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
like Borderline and all of
really
that
good.
stuff, Holiday. Okay, because
I know like 2 of her songs and the Cone Bra. That's a.
I just could never get into her music.
Like a Prayer is not a bad song though. Like a Prayer is absolutely.
Yeah, that one's good. And
you know what? Speaking of Weird Al, he parodied one of her songs too. He did like a surgeon.
But he did like a surgeon. Yes.
Yeah.
Like a surgeon.
Did you?
Hey,
Did you? Are you old enough to remember Dr. Demento on?
Yes.
Not really, but my dad was a huge Weird Al fan, so I am aware of it anyways.
Yeah,
I remember
one rides the bus
did
that
CDs,
made fun of
did he
Queens,
not?
another one went bites the dust. Oh, James Blunt.
Hey, has anyone seen the new Naked Gun movie yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
A friend Jay has.
Mikey Mikey doesn't want to talk about that, do you, Mikey?
It's really difficult because I miss Leslie Nielsen. I'm sorry.
Well, here's the thing: is I was pretty much thinking it was gonna suck. Like I'm worried about Spaceballs too. Like just
Mhm.
because the first one was good, and just because you have something good to branch off, doesn't mean you're not gonna screw it up.
Uh-huh.
But I heard a lot of good things from my comedian friends, so I checked it out, and I've watched it 4 times now. Like they did
Wow.
a really good job. I swear by it. It's so funny. They did great.
Even Seth MacFarlane. Does he even appear in it?
Well, you're
No,
not.
no, he was just kind of he's tagged as one of the producers,
Sade,
so I don't know
maybe?
how big of a hand
Oh,
he had in
that,
it.
is
I'm
that
sure he
Diamond
helped
Life?
with the
Is that
writing.
Diamond Life? Sade,
No,
Diamond Life.
this is the best of her music.
Oh,
I have
that's
Diamond Life.
her hits?
I have that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Diamond Life.
I have that CD.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Seth
Diamond Life.
MacFarlane is really funny though. I mean,
He
he might
is.
not be everybody's cup of tea, but he's a really
not
good
mine.
pick to do something like that.
I
only
grew
thing
up
he-
in the 90s.
the only
In the
thing
90s,
Seth
when I
ever
came to
did.
Soulful, I grew up with Anita Baker and with Sade. Love them both.
Isn't
Just-
Anita Baker? Anita Baker, like they say, she has a voice of a saxophone.
Yes.
Isn't that Anita Baker? Yeah.
And I met Macy Gray. I
Well-
got to see Macy Gray in downtown Phoenix. I loved her. She was great. I love Macy Gray. Good music from her too.
Sade is another one of those artists. I know her hits, but that's about it, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
She has got a great voice, though. I gotta say,
Garbage. What is it
Garbage.
starts with an M. What is her the lead singer's lady's name?
Shirley Manson.
Really
Marilyn
good.
Manson.
Last name,
Sherilyn.
right.
Sherilyn. Shirley.
Marilyn.
Shirley.
Shirley
Shirley.
Manson.
We're inventing
Shirley.
new singers.
Marilyn Manson is the whole different catalog there.
Marilyn Manson would scare.
You know,
I love Marilyn Manson.
I don't really like Marilyn Manson because you know
Yeah,
what, Marilyn Manson.
didn't Marilyn Manson like kill an actress in the 60s?
I don't think
never
so.
heard
No,
that.
that-
No,
that's
that was
Charlie
Charlie
No,
Manson.
I know.
I
I'm
think
sorry. I'll
Sorry,
shut
I gotta
up.
blurt this
He's
out.
gone.
I gotta blurt this
But-
out.
but-
B-52s was great.
I
B-52s
love B-52s.
was
B-52s.
amazing.
Especially their first two albums.
Oh.
The
Love
first two
Shack.
albums are gold.
Hello.
Rock
Rock Lobster. Hello.
Lobster.
Remember the start of that album?
Go where you want to. All around the world. Go where you want
Oh
to.
man, that first album is
Yeah, it's right there.
fucking awesome, man. It's
Oh
perfect.
God.
And
And
the second one is good too. Hey, I used to have that album.
Diana Krall, Canadian
big-
jazz.
Big fan of Diana. Canadian too. By the way, she's from my province.
And she's married to
on-
Elvis Costello.
Yes, and
2 kids.
my second favorite male solo artist, Elvis Costello.
Well,
I only
Gosh,
know
I
one
need-
of
I
his
need to talk
songs,
about some of
and it's
my
because
favorite
I'm an
albums.
ordained Buddhist priest, so my mood swings is like in one of my playlists for special time, but I don't know any of his other
Laura
work.
Jones.
Did you say you're ordained a Judas priest?
Dudist, like Dudism.
Judaism.
Like the Big Lebowski has like a mock religion, so
I
I
really
got
like-
myself ordained a long time ago.
That's
You
cool,
know,
man.
You know,
That's
Charlotte,
cool.
with Nora Jones, I don't know why you didn't come.
What? What? What did I just hear?
Yeah, that's what Nora Jones said.
At first, my mind went to the
yeah.
gutter too, but then I remembered the song. I was like,
You
"Oh,
know,
okay."
I am trying to be. I'm trying to
get you guys to laugh.
I'm
all of
trying
it,
to
so
be
we're,
a
like,
good boy
musically
today, and
laughing
you're
here.
talking about
That means 2 things.
That means
and then
no,
Mikey
that
goes
means
right
four
into
things.
the gutter, right into
I
the
have
gutter,
something
Maggie.
for you. I have something for you, Lizzie. And
Oh,
I believe
yeah.
I love Jean-Michel Jarre. I was raised with his music.
Is
by
it
3 albums.
Jean-Michel Jarre? Is that
Jean-Michel, yeah, I think so.
Jean-Michel Jarre?
Jean-Michel Jarre. My mom has 3 albums by him, and it's Oxygen. What was the other one? Equinox.
Yes.
And this one is my ultimate favorite. Is Rendezvous.
Oh, nice.
Rendezvous. This
Yeah,
one I
Rendezvous,
love.
yeah.
I love all of these songs, but the last song, I don't know if anybody knows this. but it's called the Ron's Piece, and it was the first song to be played in space before the Space Shuttle Challenger in 1986 exploded.
Before it
And
blew up, right?
yes, and the guy, one of the astronauts, played saxophone, and so since this man was a friend of this astronaut, Ron McNair, he made it for him, and this man rehearsed this song so many times before going into space, and exploded. And it's a tragedy, but it's a beautiful song.
Would it be kind of like Titanic, where they're like, "Oh no, Houston, we have a problem," and the guy goes, "Gentlemen, it's been an honor playing with you tonight." Just starts going into it.
There's that legend that the 4-piece band that was on board the ship was playing "Near My God to Thee" before they went under. So I don't know,
and
that one out.
And Lizzie, I do have an album of Evangelis. I got it at a garage sale, but I don't have it on me right now. I forgot about it. But I have Vangelis.
I would love.
I love his Blade Runner. I love his Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Yeah,
you mentioned Blade Runner. That is one of the best scores, in my opinion. It's really.
Somebody exposed me one time to Jarre's Equinox, so I do recall Equinox, and I thought there was some very good French music there, and very
deep,
melodic, and I loved it. And I was like, "You got to tell me more about Jarre, though." But it was just a sampling. Somebody played a sampling for me, and it's like, "Oh,
yes, this man,
the man's in another world."
That man is the father of new age music.
I agree.
He also is the man that people, when they make new synthesizers, they give it to him to test it out. So he's the first to use any type of synthesizer that comes out. And so that is amazing.
But what is up with Moby? Does anybody respect Moby anymore? Seriously.
What's wrong with Moby?
All I know about Moby is he can get stomped by Obi.
Don't respect his music.
I like his music. I haven't listened to him in years. I liked his stuff about 20 years ago.
Yes.
Like I even had some of his albums back then. What was that? I'm a loser, baby.
I'm a loser. No, that was from Bet. That's from Bet. He goes, I'm a loser, baby.
But I think David Lynch probably brought him back into relevance.
I think one of the problems Moby had is he changed his sound up, because he did that crazy, really good album, but eclectic as hell. Like, really, it's like throw it in the blender and see what comes out kind of music, right?
Oh my gosh, Lizzie.
But it was good. But then what was the follow up? If I can finish my thought, the follow up was like, wasn't it like folk music or something? It was really acoustic stuff, very acoustic.
More, yeah.
I
it was
like
a totally different guy. It was like a totally
Creedence
different guy.
Revival.
Enigma.
I think that threw a lot of fans off, actually.
This album here, Enigma, I would say it's one of the best one of the best albums of music out there, musically, because it can suit any mood. Like if you want to relax and you want to be in this dream state, you can put it on. If you're in to be in a little bit of a sexy state, this is also perfect. Principles of Lust is amazing.
Yeah, Charlotte, do you have Soundgarden's Super Unknown? You need to get it.
I need to get Soundgarden. I need to. I'm on the list.
Get Super Unknown first. Get that.
Okay? I will. Yes.
I would definitely recommend that to you. The other one I would recommend, because I saw them in concert in Tempe, was Collective Soul. Get the 7-Year Itch, their greatest hits album. Fantastic. A great listen from beginning to end. Every song. Just every song.
Well, Super Unknown is one of the very few albums of the 90s that I actually like. I thought
100%. I mean, it's
the one band I followed and loved in the 90s was the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, Billy Corrigan.
I love him.
They started in, I think, what was Gish in 1989, I believe, and then or 79, and then they went through 89, and then they went through the 90s, and they broke up in 2000, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I think those albums are brilliant, and it's too bad Charlotte doesn't have any of those to show.
I know I need to get them. I'm on the work. I'm in the process of collecting.
They're really good. Gish. There was Gish, and I forget the second. Damn, I can't remember this name.
Jewel is good. I like Jewel.
And there was that the three, was it 2 or 3 CDs? The da 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 da. It was like the big massive opus.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'd have to look it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Lizzie also mentioned Enya. Oh, Enya.
And yeah,
Well, I once again,
Very
Enya's like, oh, I only know her by her hits.
But she's very calming. Like if you listen
She's
to
got a
wonderful
very good
albums
voice.
that I
Yes.
was lucky enough to listen to online, it's very calming. Every song, and I mean, there's a friend of mine who she does covers of Enya. She does great covers. I
This
can't remember
one-
her name. I got to find out again where she is.
this one I find is a very underrated Jewel film, Jewel album. A lot of people give this woman slack for this because she's known for her Alaskan roots, so she's known for her folk music.
Yeah.
But this one's when she tries to go into pop, and people did not like it because that wasn't Jewel. And I think it is bizarre because this is a masterpiece. I think it's one of those albums that I totally respect, and I was raised with this album.
Right.
I want to recommend this to Jay too. I was going to send him this album.
Oh.
And you too.
Trying to get Jay to listen to anything about country is like a challenge.
Oh, I can get him to do it.
This Conway Twitty, but I know you love Conway Twitty. Sure.
I mean, when Jay says he doesn't know who David Bowie is, I'm like, you've lived under a rock all your life, right? Like, seriously.
That's
I'm
not
the only guy
good.
on the planet that's never heard at least one hit song, at least one, like even Starman, or you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Well,
And
there's some people that are just positive.
I love Jay. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing him. I love him. He's a great man.
Hello,
But
Pete.
even I like old school country, like Johnny Cash and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I
told you, my
when
dad.
Jay says he's never listened to any pop or rock or anything outside of country, I actually feel bad for the man because it's like, dude, you're missing out so much good music, dude.
Yeah,
You know?
I told you guys before. I don't know if Chris has heard this, but my dad bought every single form of media for Folsom Prison Blues. Everything.
Really?
From the album on vinyl, everything to like up to CDs.
So
and Blu-ray.
he was a fan, is what you're saying, Mike.
He's a huge fan of that album. Loves Folsom Prison Blues. And well, every song on that album is fantastic.
By the way,
There's not a bad song on that
Pumpkins.
album at all. And I heard that for years, over and over. My dad would play it.
I was trying to think of Siamese Dream. That was their second album, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Jay with his music because I got him into Billie Eilish. I've gotten him into some others. So I'm hoping to get him into. I want to start with women first because I know he'll listen to anything if it's a woman. So I will do. I'll do Jewel. So that album.
Sure.
I'm sure he's heard of Taylor Swift. If he hasn't, I'm going to introduce him.
Make sure you give him the album to Vanessa Carlton, who comes from Sedona, Arizona.
Oh yes,
Vanessa
absolutely.
Carlton. Yeah,
yes.
Please. Especially the song she does with Counting Crows, which is the remake of the Joni Mitchell song.
Yeah.
Big Yellow Taxi.
By the way, I was trying to think of their third album. I think it was Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
Mm-hmm.
That was like their 3 CD set, I believe. That was their opus. That was the biggest thing the band ever did. And I got to actually see them live on that tour.
Oh, nice.
And wow, they were really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Dido did Thank You, right?
Yes, she did.
Yeah. I think that should be the next cover that Disturbed does.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
That name is one letter away from being obscene. I just got to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, listen, with or without the letter, it's gonna be a good time. All right.
I have a creative mind. What can I say?
It means the same thing either way. Just relax and enjoy it.
I enjoy everything. Well, I enjoy breathing at my age, but
that's right. Deep breaths, buddy. We got this.
Deep breaths. We got you.
And maybe a cold shower occasionally. Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah, Dido.
This eye could also look like it, but never mind.
I want to thank you.
But this album here is also another one I I was massively influenced by it because
God.
every
But I
song.
have to say, I have not, other than like her thank you song, and I think there's one other one. I can't even think of it right now.
Yeah,
No
I've
there's
Angel?
not been
another
that
artist
much
I'm not
exposed to
over
the music of
familiar with.
Dido. I wish I could get more music, but I
I,
could go.
I
with
will I
more.
will share you the playlist to this album because it is a masterpiece
This-
for the
this-
alternative rock. It is
Oh, I agree.
experimental, very
Yes.
experimental at its age,
Yes.
1999.
You have
And
my permission to just flood me with Facebook, YouTube lists or
I
whatever.
will do it
Yes,
massively.
please do
Thank
that
you.
on the
Thank you.
on our Facebook messengers. Yeah.
I know
send us
you'll love it.
yes.
I always wanted to hear a woman tell me that
Now,
she will do
now,
it
Charlotte, you
massively
know
with
my
me.
favorite
Like,
band is the
baby.
Police. Do you own a Police album? Do you?
I have to get one. I am been busy. I
Okay,
listen to Police on
First thing
Spotify
you
all
need
the
to
time.
do, first thing
I
you
need to find
need
it.
to
Oh,
do
the
to
police!
expose yourself to the band is
You
get Reggatta
gotta
de
hear the
Blanc.
police.
I have to get
Just
it.
get
I have to
every
get it.
album. Just get every album from
Every
Reggatta
album,
de Blanc,
every album,
all the
they're
way
all
to
good. They're
Synchronicity.
all good.
That's what I'm gonna do.
They're all great albums.
And
I
they
mean,
what
get
was
'em.
it? 5 albums they put out, Mikey? I forget. now.
Roxanne's
Six.
amazing.
6 if you include their greatest hits, where P Diddy does a dumbass.
Well, I
excuse
don't
my
include
language,
greatest
but a
hits. I'm
dumb
talking real
thing of
albums.
Roxanne, P Diddy, and I'm
They
like,
had the first one. They had the second one.
Greatest
They had
hits.
Ghost in the Machine.
they had 6 albums.
It's masterpiece.
albums, okay.
Each of them are. I listen to them all on Spotify, and
They're
I'm
all
trying
good.
to collect as
Hey,
much as I can. I don't have
Tell
the monetary
mom,
assets
tell
to get
mom, hey
there.
mom, I
You
want
know,
every single
also,
Police album.
She can't. She's waiting for me
Oh.
to get the next Taylor Swift album, so she's
Oh.
saying, "Hold on," and I will do it. Okay.
Also,
Alright.
though, I think P. Diddy got a bad rap though, because like when you start getting famous, you got to look for a mentor. And he asked his man, "How do I get girls to like me?" And Bill Cosby was like, "Zip it and zap it and put this in a drink."
It's so disgusting.
It's just bad
Rufy,
advice.
That's not good.
You know the sad thing about Bill Cosby is I used to. Yeah, you guys have never seen.
I got fired over that joke.
Oh,
Have you ever
yeah,
seen I
no.
Spy in the 1960s? Next to Man
And,
from Uncle, I
hello to
Spy
the
was
Briar
probably one
Wolf.
of the great
Hello, Briar.
spy shows. It was so good, and they actually
Briar
filmed a
Wolf.
lot of it on
Hey, Briar.
location around the world. And nobody's listening to me, so I
Oh,
We're listening to you. Come
Okay.
on.
Come on,
but
sweetheart.
guys,
Poor sweet
I
sweet
Spy
PP.
I Spy went for 3 years. It's really good. It had Robert Culp, and the co-star was Bill Cosby. But this is back in when Bill Cosby was like
Oh,
20
look,
something.
it's Palin. Palin Doy is here. Hello,
Oh,
Palin.
jeez.
Anyway,
Hello. Hey,
Hi,
Palin.
Wait, did they do a
Pal.
movie based
Alan.
off that show with like Eddie Murphy or something?
Palin,
I
come
don't
join
think
us.
so.
The link is at the
I don't
top
think I
there.
Spy ever
Come
got
join us
famous
there,
enough
Palin,
to
if
have
you get
a
a chance.
spinoff.
Yeah.
Here's the link.
Because I think I remember a movie with Eddie Murphy called I Spy.
Okay,
Maybe you're
Eddie
thinking of
Murphy
Wild
and
Wild
Owen
West or
Wilson
something.
did a reboot of I Spy.
Yeah, so that's what that was based off then?
It was based off the original series that
No, but
featured
the
Robert
thing
Culp
is-
and
the
Bill
thing is,
Bill
if
Cosby.
you-
Okay.
if you-
Calling him Bing. No, I'm not. Bill Cosby.
If you watch the original I Spy series without the influence of later stuff when Bill Cosby turned into a creepo, he's actually really good in that show. Like he was like in his 20s. Him and Culp were like a couple of young 20-something guys.
Yeah.
They were both excellent in that show. Like great
Wasn't-
acting, great stories, great
Wasn't-
action, adventure,
Yeah.
and they actually filmed a lot of it on location around the
Right.
world.
True.
Like they would fly over to like Hong Kong and do an episode, right?
But-
There were no shows doing that back in 1960s. Like nobody was doing that,
Yeah,
and they
but
did
you
it.
know what I liked? But PvP, I want to interrupt for just
Great
a moment.
show.
The thing I love about Robert Culp is not only did he get to play the straight man in that series, along with Bill being the comic
kinda.
relief, right? But then later on, when he does Greatest American Hero, again, he's the straight man, and William Cat gets to play the comic relief. and
I
the
kind of
superhero.
think him and Cosby kind of traded off, though.
Yeah, that's true.
But I have to
I
admit,
think they both joked around.
Oh, for sure.
with this album, each one of them is experimental with Dido, but one song is my theme song, and I think maybe it's for everybody's song, but it impacts me the most.
Which one?
Is
Uh-oh.
I'm no angel. and that's been on the
Oh,
radio
yeah, that's a
before.
powerful song.
Nobody's an angel unless you're in heaven.
Yeah, but I'll send this song to you, PvP, and I'll send it to everybody, Jay, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear.
That song hits me so hard. It is the song that hits me the most of any song that I grew up with. And
Wow.
hello,
I want to
pal.
hear it now.
Tell him
Yeah.
hi.
Okay, I'll play it now, I
Tell
guess.
somebody.
If I get copyright. I don't know if I'll get copyright, but
Oh, maybe don't. Maybe don't. I don't want to get your stream
Yeah, we
taken
don't want
down.
to get you copyright stricken.
Let
No,
me
we don't want to get
see.
your copy thingied. Copy
I've done it
Alan,
thingy,
before.
what
how
they
are
call it.
you? Good to see you, my friend.
I'm sure it's fine because it's an old song, so
Oh,
oopsies.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet
I would
on
not
it.
go there because I know there's people
Yeah,
that
no,
play
no,
like
no,
the
don't,
Beatles and they
Charlotte,
get taken
please.
down.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
I'll
don't take the
I'll,
risk.
I'll wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't do
Hey,
it.
probably
Palin.
better to not.
Facebook
Hello,
me,
hello.
dear. Just Facebook me.
Yeah, I will.
So hey, do
okay,
I get a chance to talk about my favorite albums at some point?
I'm almost done. Wait your turn.
I want to we'll talk about my life-changing albums. Oh, what the hell is that? I can't see the title. It's too small.
This is Depeche Mode's Violator album. It's their first album in the 90s.
Oh, I like Depeche Mode, but it's not that one. It's what was the one? Da, 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 da.
That's a good one.
I'm taking a ride with my best friend.
Oh, I know what you're
That
talking about.
album is great.
I know. I'm trying to think what that one was.
I love
Because the first time I heard
Jesus.
it, Charlotte, I was actually in my car taking a ride with one of my best friends at art school, and he puts it on the. This is how old I am. He puts it in the cassette deck, and he plays it, and it was like that song came on. It's like this is perfect.
Yes, it is a beautiful
This is one of the
song.
few moments in life when perfection hits you right between the eyes, and you're like, "This is good."
I also love their Memento Mori album, which came out 2023. That competes with Violator for me personally, and probably the other albums that they've done.
I do need to watch more, listen to more of them because I have not listened to the full catalog.
Yeah, it's my favorite band of all time. Favorite band of all time is Depeche Mode for me.
When it
Well,
comes
they were
to
one of the
Depeche
great
Mode,
Sith
enjoy the
bands
silence.
back
Personal
in that time,
Jesus.
right?
Personal Jesus is fantastic.
Yes, and that's Violator. Yeah.
They had a lot of good songs. I mean, well, it's like, do I have to say it again? There's a reason people are legends, right?
Yes.
They're good.
And Dave Gahan is like called the cat because he actually OD'd several times and almost died.
He went through it.
And he went back from hell and back, and he goes, I do not ever want to go back there again. So that's what made him got to sobriety. And I'm like,
that's one
heck
reason
yeah.
I respect anybody that can fight, their issues and come through it. Because it's not easy at all to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Can I just talk about some of my favorite albums for a couple of minutes, if it's okay?
I got 2 more albums to reveal. Can I do that, PvP, please?
Oh, yes, please do, dear.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I could never say no to you, Charlotte. You know that.
Whoa. I don't know how to take that one.
You can read anything into that you want to. I'm not going to put limits on anybody.
Okay.
Oh my. It's getting spicy.
I'm always spicy.
We're getting ready to experiment with the Dido.
I can be very sweet too, not always spicy.
I'm Mr. Merfair, okay? I'm from Bruges.
Okay, I'll be quiet now because I don't want to embarrass Charlotte anymore.
Oh, come on. This is the first album I ever bought with my own money, and this is Meghan Trainor's title album, which is a masterpiece. It's her best album, I would say, and it was her debut.
The only song I was exposed to on that was All About That Bass.
I
would always hear
that was that massive hit.
Karaoke, people would women would try to sing it. I'm like, no, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Meghan Trainor can only sing that song. It's one of those rare songs that the artist is only meant to do it. Nobody else can match that voice. Nobody.
Yes. Same with Dear Future Husband is great. Like I'm Gonna Lose You with John Legend.
Like I'm Gonna Lose You is a good one too. Yeah.
And Lips Are Moving. You don't want to forget that one. Lips Are Moving is a masterpiece.
Yeah. I do want to mention, Charlotte, just one other song, very underrated. And this is on their Ghost in the Machine album, I believe, for the Police. Invisible Sun, and it's all about the war and everything that goes on between England and Ireland, with the Irish Republican, the IRA. It is a wonderful song. If you ever get a chance, go on YouTube, look up "Invisible Sun" by the Police and play it.
That's a
It'll
very
tear
dark.
it'll
That's
tear
a
right at your
very.
heartstrings. It gives you so much. It is a very solemn, very kind of
That's
morbid song, but it's
that's
very
one of.
underrated. I think it's one of the best songs they ever did, and they never got a lot of credit for
Well,
it.
you know why they didn't get a lot, because it's very, very dark.
It is, but it's such a
It is
great
a
song.
very dark. It's, to be frank, it's a dark, depressing song, which I think is great. I think it's a great song.
I
I
do.
mean, don't get me
Love
wrong here,
it.
but man, that's not that's a slog. That's not an easy listen. It
Yeah.
will challenge you. It will definitely challenge your emotions.
Definitely, but you'll love it. It's for
Oh,
overall.
I
You'll
love the
enjoy
Police
it.
anyway. I mean, most of the stuff they did was great. Well, there's a couple tracks like what was
No,
that
no, no.
one?
Everything they did is great to me.
So you're saying
I've
Mother?
seen them twice in
Are you going to say
concert,
Mother?
so I
Are you
gotta
going to say
say.
Mother's a great track?
Oh, Mother? Well, yeah. If you want to scream your heart out, like
If you want to bang your head against
Every
the wall, it's a great
breath
track.
you take,
oh my gosh,
every
don't even get
move
me
you
started
make.
on that
I
one.
mean, the
You know,
Police had
what
That
that
very
that
song.
bad
song
songs.
didn't age well. Like once the Me Too movement happened,
No,
that was right
Oh
out the
it.
window.
But
And
you
was
you
that the
guys
only
know the
one
true
that
story behind that.
Was that
I
Andy
can
Oh yeah,
Summers
I
paraphrase the
do.
wrote
story.
that? Andy Summers wrote that, right?
No. Gordon, Sumner, Sting.
No, no, no. Sting did
Along
not
with
write that
Andy,
song.
they wrote it
No,
together.
Sting
Andy
did
did the
not write
Mother
that.
song. Andy
Sting
wrote
did
that
not.
Mother
Sting
song.
did not write Mother.
Yes, they did. They
Look it
both
up.
did.
Look it
I
up.
I know they did because
That was Andy. That was the guitarist. The guitarist wrote that.
I said that he did. He wrote Mother. He did.
Oh boy, the debate's getting heated.
He did. I agree with that. No, what I'm trying to say is that most people already know the story, but to paraphrase
Yes.
it, Sting was at the time married to Frances Tummelty. Then he
Mm-hmm.
sees her next door neighbor, Trudy Styler, and
Oh God,
whoa! It's like,
no.
I can't even begin to describe how Sting described it. He was like a breath of fresh air. She's a goddess, and like I gotta have
That
her.
is cheating in your own mind. My God. I mean, there's no crime. You look at a woman and think, oh, she's a beautiful woman. But if
Right?
you're thinking every breath you take and every
Every
move you
breath you
make,
take, every move
oh
you make,
my
every
God.
bond you break, I'll be watching you.
The thing is,
Oh,
I
that
mean,
is
it
the
gives
song
you
that has
move
gone.
it
out,
gives you
lady. Move out
shivers.
of the neighborhood. Move out of the
Like
neighborhood. Get out.
Get out,
obviously, the healthy thing to do is wipe up when you're done and go to confession.
Oh, good
Oh
Lord.
well, then
gosh,
now
I'm
listen
not
to
even going to
Depeche
go
Mode's
there.
Personal Jesus and confess.
Confession.
No,
Or I can go to my wife and confess first.
the thing is,
She's a
that was one of
Universal
their
Life
biggest
Church
hit
minister, and I
songs.
can
And then
confess
after
everything to
years
her.
later, people started thinking about what it really meant, right? And it's really it's an anthem for stalkers, is what it is.
Oh
Really.
God, yeah.
Well, it
And it's
became
like
that way
I have a
because
hard
people
time listening
listened
to
to
that
it.
song now. I really do, because I find it very disturbing. I really,
Yeah.
you know,
I
as much
mean,
as I like the song, it's the subject matter just creeps the hell out of
yeah.
me.
I
Well,
don't
you
want
think,
stalkers at all.
yeah,
I
now
hate
if you think that's
stalkers.
a creepy song, what about Wrapped Around Your Finger?
No,
Like
that's
the way
Oh,
that
that's
ends
a
up at the
good
very
song though,
end. I
because
mean,
that's
yeah.
talking about how dumb guys do let ladies wrap them around their finger.
correct.
Because some women will do that.
But he reverses it though. At the end, he says,
but
"You'll be wrapped around my finger."
well,
He
yeah, of course it
reverses
can
that.
go both ways, right? But I think
Sure.
I find that song still interesting because it has the complexity where the other song does not.
By the way, Charlotte, I love the duck. He's
I
right in
really
my
want
face.
to talk about some of my favorite albums.
Just kidding.
Guys, guess the soundtrack that has influenced myself through all these years. I would probably put it on the top list. What
I
soundtrack?
The My Little Pony soundtrack.
No.
Mm-mm.
I can't even. I'm not even going to try to think about it.
Mikey, you know it. Hold on a second. I'll let you guys think here.
It's got to be Prince, right? The Purple
No.
Rain one? No. Let me think. Let's see.
I can't
Some
think
kind of
Who's my
Swift
crush?
album.
No.
I can't think of anything.
Mikey, you know who my
Yeah.
crush is?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you love, well, I know you love Kyle MacLachlan.
There's your hint.
What about me?
So that's
What
the
about
Twin
me?
Peaks, right? There you go.
BDB.
Thought so.
That's actually
That's
tracks.
the soundtrack to Twin Peaks. Yeah,
I
she
don't
loves
think
it.
we've ever had a conversation where Twin Peaks didn't come up. That makes a lot of sense.
Wait, David
I-
Lynch, believe it or not, he did get to write some of those songs, didn't he?
Yes, he did. That
Well,
Julie Cruz sang.
And you know who one of his
original
favorite
seasons
buddies
were
is?
great.
John Carpenter, who has his own band. Yeah, exactly.
The original seasons are pretty much perfection. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know when
So
you know what's fun is when you watch John Carpenter horror
what the hell was
films.
the log lady about? Like
Yeah.
I never figured that woman out.
Yeah, you know when you watch John Carpenter horror films and you know it's his own band that's playing the soundtracks, playing the music. I'm like, oh yeah.
Well. When I saw the
Twin Peaks,
film
there you go.
Eraserhead, I
Yeah.
saw Eraserhead
Yeah.
when I was at art school because my friend invited me to come over,
Well, thank you,
smoke some
Charlotte.
weed, and get high. And then the bastard put on
High five.
Eraserhead. I was like, "Oh my god, what am I watching?" It was good, but it was so weird, man. So weird.
Oh yeah, Geek Flag likes the Buffy the Vampire Slayer soundtrack.
Oh god, that's amazing. Yes.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Mm.
Joss Whedon wrote some of that.
Oh,
so,
I love the music. You ever the musical episode is incredible.
Yeah, good stuff there.
When you got Sting singing in a Buffy episode, you know you're watching something good.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I know.
By the way, can I mention like 3 or 4 albums I love? Like,
How about your top three? How about
Sure.
I know Charlie's
I'm
gonna
gonna send an
end this
invite
in
to
about
the
20
Discord for
minutes.
my Twin Peaks group here. Let me
Okay.
send the invite
Cool.
to Lizzie because I know Lizzie is a fan. I don't know
Invite me
PvP
too.
if you have a Discord or not,
Yeah, me too.
but
Oh, I don't know if I'm in Discord actually. Sorry.
you're in the Facebook group version of it,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to get people in the Discord. But
Okay.
I need more admins and activity there. It's kind of dead there, but not my Facebook group. The Facebook group's fine. It's just the Discord. So I'm just sending that out. Okay, yeah, go ahead, PvP. Go ahead.
Okay, albums. You know, well, I got to go to David Bowie because I'd never heard about him because back in the early '70s there was no TV, no social media, no rock and roll shows on the TV, not even magazines. Maybe magazines were starting to do rock and roll stuff like Rolling Stone or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I probably read about Ziggy Stardust, The Fall and Rise of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. If that ain't the longest bloody title of any album, tell me another one that's longer because I'd like to hear it. Anyway, great title, and it does sum up it actually sums up the concept of the album perfectly, really, when you think about it. I was 1972. What is that? 72, I think.
What was your favorite Bowie album? PvP.
Ziggy Stardust.
Ziggy by far.
And I think I was 14 or something when I bought that when it first came out. Because I bought it the year it came out, right, Mikey? And
yeah, I was just singing Starman.
You know, the thing is, I didn't know jack shit about David Bowie. I had never heard of the guy. You know why I bought it? Because the cover was cool. The thing was, back in my little tiny city in Vernon, in this province, 25,000 people. We had four record stores. I could go to the Woolworths. They had like 6 aisles of albums, right? Vinyl.
Yeah.
Across the street, the hippie dudes, they were stoned all the time. Those guys are great.
Yeah.
And that's where I bought that's where I bought Ziggy, because they would bring in weird shit like nobody else was even selling, right?
Yeah. So who's your second best album after Bowie?
No, I haven't finished yet. Don't rush me.
Okay, I'm not rushing.
The reason I bought Ziggy was because when I flipped over to the back panel, the back of the album cover, I noticed on the one of the lower corners it said "to be played at maximum volume."
Nice.
And when you tell a 13-year-old to play something to maximum volume, they're gonna fucking do it, right? My parents must have hated me for weeks after I bought that album. I'll tell you, because I would crank the stereo up. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, whoops.
What the hell's going on here?
Oh, she's experimenting.
Yeah, she's doing something. Anyway, Ziggy Stardust.
She had to hide the Dido.
Have you
Oh,
guys
there's Neil Diamond.
who has not heard Ziggy Stardust in this virus from?
I heard Ziggy when I was 14, I think.
Have any of you not heard Ziggy Stardust?
I have.
I used to sing Space Oddity when I started doing karaoke.
I do think that's on a different album, but besides the point.
There's Dune soundtrack. Oh, Brian Eno and Toto, man.
By the way, Brian Eno did a lot of albums with David Bowie.
Yes,
He did.
Blue Velvet is a great one too.
A lot of the Berlin albums.
Isabella Rossellini, I know you had a special affection for her in that movie.
You know me too well.
I know you do.
I just
Matrix. Who didn't like
those movies were great.
Come on, man. Carrie Ann Moss was underrated in that film.
She is.
In the whole franchise. Like
It
every
is.
film she did.
Okay, I want to just mention another favorite album is by
Yeah, go
Elvis
for it, PvP.
Costello.
Yes, go ahead.
I already know my three.
Elvis Costello.
Mhm.
I loved his first album, but that was basically with a lot of I think a lot of the band on that album. This first one was guys that later became the Eagles, from what I've read. But it's still very good. But it's a lot rawer than the next album. And the second album, that's the first album I bought, and I heard Elvis. Once again, I bought it because the cover was cool.
Right.
You know, back in those days, a lot of people put really awesome covers out on their albums, and I'm sure that's probably one reason they sold more. Right? Anyway, second album, Elvis Costello, first one with his backup, The Attractions. Nice. The Attractions, in my opinion, are still one of the great backup bands of all time. They were so tight. They were incredible. This year's model. That probably might be my number one album of all time. I love that album so much.
So cool.
It's so good. It's like there's not one weak song. Well, listen to you got to hear the North American one though. The British one is not as good. The North American version, because they used to do that back then, right? They released different versions in the UK and over here. The North American version is perfection, start to finish. There's not one weak song on that album. It just plows through the entire album like momentum, bang, 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 one banger after another. Even the more mellow songs are bangers, right? They're so good. Right. Yeah, and it finishes the radio. And remember when they went on Saturday Night Live? And they were supposed to do a different song, and then about 30 seconds in, Elvis goes, "No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this." And they launched into radio, a total criticism of the music industry, like a real, a spiteful, hate-filled, criticism of the music mafia, right? Guys running it. And I'll never forget that. That got him banned from SNL for like 20 years. Because Lorne Michaels said, I've heard the story. Lorne Michaels was given the finger all through the performance because he was so pissed off that he didn't do the song he should have done. And then Elvis didn't get back on for years and years.
Hey, Chris and Palin, did you want to go? I'm going to defer to either one of you gentlemen if you want to give us your top 3 albums, because I already know mine.
I only did top 2, but what the fuck.
I think those are great choices that you had, PvP.
If I had a third one, I'd go with probably Abbey Road, just quickly.
That's solid.
Yeah, that is solid.
I think my favorite albums would probably be Animals, Dirt, and God, I don't know what the third one would be. Maybe the debut Dead album. It's solid.
Nice. And
Okay,
that's
So I
well,
guess
that's
it could
well
be
there.
Pipers.
I've heard of those guys. Yes.
I'd
These guys
also
are great.
I'd also
Yeah.
add "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd because that's
Oh
my
yeah,
favorite.
that's
Yeah, that's
yeah.
really good. Yeah.
I bought that 2 days after it came out, and wow, it blew my mind, that album,
Yeah.
man.
Hey Chris, is there any albums that you like before I go ahead and just say mine real quick?
No,
I
I just
already
said
did.
them.
Oh,
I mean,
you did the
Palin.
whole
Yeah.
process. Oh, okay. Did Palin? Did you say yours?
First, is my mic even working?
Yes, your mic is working.
It is.
Awesome,
It is.
awesome.
It is.
It's hard to stop at 3, but I guess I'll start with
Beautiful.
Green Day. If nothing else, the album art I used to be terrified of, and was the first album I ever bought.
Yeah.
Dookie.
Dookie.
Green Day
Dookie.
album, Dookie.
My mom loves that. Dookie.
Followed by King Crimson, their debut album with 21st Century Schizo Man.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of that.
That's a good album. Yeah, that's
It's
a
a
good
real
one.
banger.
Yeah.
And then
one of the great prog rock albums. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
it's really hard to put number 3 because those first 2 are all over the place. I guess just kind of to get a cross section of what I'm into, I would do "Make Yourself" by Incubus would be album number 3, just because.
Wow. I like Incubus with Drive and all that stuff. Oh yeah, good music.
I hate to interrupt, but my mom says she loves Faith No More. That was like her hard drive punk, era.
Oh wow,
She loves Faith No More.
That's a great album.
Oh, what
too.
was
And
the
I love
video?
True Sounds of Liberty is also amazing. She got me into that. Dead Kennedy, she's into Flipper.
Wow.
Go
So
on. Black Flag. She cowers every time she says she's listing off things.
So you're saying your mama's a punk rockin' chick, like
Probably in the
You
pure
can say
sense of the
that.
word.
You can say
well,
that.
Black Flag. Come on,
Black
So your mom
Flag.
might be
you're
cooler
not
than
a
I am.
punk lover if you're loving Black Flag. Come on,
But
now.
she's much
Come
cooler
on.
than I am. Okay, guys. So
Black
here's mine. Is
Flag is great.
I don't
yeah.
think Palin's
Okay,
done
so
yet, is he?
Yeah,
Is Palin
my
done?
top albums are really easy. If I go with if I start with number 3, obviously, as I mentioned to Charlotte, you need to get the Collective Soul 7-Year Itch Greatest
Good
Hits
Lord.
album. I
I
listened
have
to it
Collective
all the
Soul.
way through. Yeah, they're fantastic.
I have
And I've
Collective
seen them
Soul.
in concert. I actually talked to Ed Roland and Joel, his bassist at the time. He's changed bassists now.
Your
Bass
name dropping
guitarist.
again.
But Joel was fantastic. Joel McIntyre. Yeah, so that would be my number 3. Number 2 would
Okay.
actually be 2 of the Beatles albums. One would be Sgt.
Ooh.
Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I've
That's
heard that
good.
all
Yes.
the time. I will always play that from end to end. If
That
anybody
is a
ever asks me,
classic.
I will play it. That would be the first one. The other one I really love is Abbey Road, because you can't go wrong at the very end with Carry That Weight and Me, Mr. Mustard, and Polythene Pam, and I mean everything.
Yeah.
Just
I love how the whole second half of that album like kind of loops into itself like one big musical
yeah.
suite.
Well, that's what I love. The first half of Abbey Road is kind of hit or miss for me.
Sure.
Like I love some of it, and some of it, I'm
And
like, well, like Come Together. Come Together is a good song, but
yeah,
it never really grabbed me. Like not 100%. It's like it's
Yeah.
good, but I don't love it. But the second side, that is brilliant. That is total brilliant because
Yeah.
they were basically taking fragments that the 4 of them had written, right, and putting them all together. And how do you end that? By doing the last song called The End.
yeah,
The End. Has any
And it
band
was-
ever been smart enough
yeah.
to do their last song called The End?
yeah. And in the end, the love you take
And
is
in the
equal to the love you
end,
make. Yes.
the love you make.
I remember when Paul McCartney mentioned that and said, "Oh yeah, there had to be an ending, like a great ending of it." And I said, "Oh wow."
And we get that brilliant drum solo by Ringo just before that, right?
Oh, I used to be able to play that drum solo with my buddy Bobby Clark, or Bobby Cook. I'm sorry.
So good.
I used to be able to play that. Some people would ask me to play that, and I played it. And I was like, "I'm no Ringo. Come on, I can't do that."
All the people there's so many millions of people that diss Ringo for being a bad drummer. I think he's brilliant, personally.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I wanted to mention then my number 1 is actually 2 Police albums. of course, you must have guessed Synchronicity is one of them. But the other one I really respect and the one I really admire is Ghost in the Machine. That's just a fantastic album all the way through. Every song's great.
Ghost
Every
is probably their most challenging album, but I really
it was,
like
but it was so fantastic. It was so worth it when I got it.
I love
when I
that
first
album.
got it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a masterpiece! This is fantastic." Yeah,
It really is.
So those would be my two number ones, and then I already mentioned my two Beatles, and then of course, Super Unknown by Soundgarden and Collective Soul's 7-Year Itch, both the greatest
So you had like
albums I've ever heard.
albums?
So,
okay.
yeah, I have 6 albums total. Yeah. If you want to go with the 7th, I really do. I have a very closet thing for Jagged Little Pill.
Yes.
I do. Because every song on that is just great.
I can never get
Alanis, yeah, I know she
No,
gets a bad
I get flashbacks. I can't do it.
It's just a closet thing. And Sheryl Crow would be the other one. Tuesday Night Social Club.
You know, if I get another album or two, I will go David Bowie's Black Star.
Yeah, there we go.
Black Star is brilliant.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Well, a man, think about it. A guy that knew he was like probably less than a year away from dying.
Yeah.
Records an album about death. Like,
and he knew, right? He knew. I mean,
he probably knew he was terminal by that point, right, Mikey? But what does Bowie do? Like Bowie always does, he goes out of his comfort zone and hires a jazz band. For his last jazz band,
the Dido's No Angel album. Yeah, we'll definitely have to send that playlist to me, okay?
Black Star
through my Facebook. Dido's there. Yeah.
Okay, let me go to. I did PvP, Larry. Let's see. Oh, I see Jay.
The first Tenacious D album.
Jay.
I'd also say Station
Jay.
Station.
Come on in, Jay. You better come on in before
it's too late. It's too late now. I have to sign off. I have to sign off.
Oh no.
I want to say real quick, I would add most of GNR was hit and miss for me, but I really liked Appetite for Destruction.
Oh yes,
that's not a bad album.
That is a masterpiece. That is a masterpiece.
The problem with Guns N' Roses is that they did some early stuff and then they coasted. And then they coasted on nothing for years and years. And years.
Now, don't hate me, Charlotte. I'm mixing this Pepsi with some juice that we made up, some homemade juice.
You knew.
Is it potato juice? Did you make it or did you distill it?
No, it's fruit punch. It's fruit punch.
Potato. Okay, I think I have to throw up now. Potato.
Yeah, don't do the potato thing. That would be bad. That would be really bad. Yeah. And if you even think about pickle juice, I'm going to hurt you.
Pickle juice is amazing.
I don't do.
I love pickle juice, but
I don't do pickles.
You don't want to mess with pickle juice.
I haven't had fried pickle chips in a while.
Remain pristine and untouched, and yet people feel like they need to throw pickle juice on ice cream.
Yeah.
Why?
What the hell?
I've seen it done. I gotta be honest.
I would not eat any ice cream with pickles on it. God, people are getting weird, man.
Dude, I saw spicy ice cream at the store once, and I'm like, what? Who the hell wants to eat sriracha ice cream?
What did they throw on that? Was that pepper sauce or some other thing?
I don't know, man. I looked at it for like a moment, and I was like, never. Dude, no way. No.
So they're going to pour hot sauce on the ice cream cone.
There's ghost.
Maybe, I don't know.
One of the guys up here in Canada, Joel Hansen, who's out of Toronto, actually somebody challenged him, and he had spicy ice cream, and he had ghost pepper, the ghost pepper sauce, and everything was on top of the ice cream as a topping. And he had
why?
I don't know, but I think he's nuts.
You know,
There's an alien.
Every day I think the world can't get more screwed up. It does. Seriously.
It still gives me heartburn thinking about it.
Well, you think that's bad? They're bringing Tobey Maguire back to Spider-Man. Like, I give up.
What?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with
okay.
Toby.
He's okay. I mean, he's my favorite Spider-Man.
Why? He didn't beat a single bad guy. They all turned good or beat themselves, except for the one he rang a bell at.
Are you talking about when he jumped out of the way and Willem Dafoe decided to impale himself? Oops.
Right. Or when Doc Ock had a change of heart and went down with his creation, or the
That's
Sandman
beautiful.
turned out to be a good guy. The Goblin was his friend and sacrificed
Chris?
himself. And then
That's
he
beautiful.
rang a bell at one guy.
Yeah,
I love
Chris,
it.
did you see? Susanna and I got to see the film where it brought back Garfield and McGuire and Holland, all three of them. Did you
Oh,
see
did.
that?
yeah. That was funny. That was good.
cool.
I like that.
Yeah, that was
Did
good.
Spidey just say that Spider-Man's going to fight the Garfield the cat in the next movie?
Huh.
No,
I would
we're
actually.
talking about Andrew Garfield.
I'd pay
but,
$50 to
you know,
watch that because that would be weird.
I've
well,
been checked
sorry.
out of the MCU for like a decade by now. Like, I think
Okay, guys.
they put out too much. It got stale for me.
Okay, guys,
I'm
please.
burnt.
It is time for Charlotte to
I
go.
never want to see another superhero movie. I'm just going to state it.
Yeah.
I'm burned out. Too many. Enough
Yeah.
already.
Okay,
I'd
guys,
like to
time
see a
to wrap
Lobo
up.
one.
Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead,
yes. Thank
Charlotte.
you for
Go ahead.
having me.
Yeah,
Thanks
Charlotte,
for having me.
Thank you, stay.
Charlotte's going to wrap this
Stay.
up now.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Thank you for
Hey.
having us,
Hi,
Mom.
Hi,
We
Mom's
love
hand.
you.
Hi, Mom's
Yay.
hand. That's all we ever
We love
see.
you.
Mm, She just moved her hand away as I touched it. I
We
don't.
love you, Mom. No,
I love your
Charlotte.
work on Wednesday.
Hi, Charlotte's mother's hand.
So wait, her birthday
hi
is
there.
this Tuesday, right? It's coming
Yep,
up
Peru.
on the
Yep.
7th. Same as Lizzie, right? Lizzie
Mhm.
Armstrong. Happy pre-birthday, Mom.
Uh,
Happy pre-birthday. Yeah, we're gonna love celebrating your birthday. I'll do a special stream on Tuesday for both of you girls.
and
Thank
I'll
you.
probably be working like the slave that I am.
Mm,
Well, you work hard.
yeah.
I
like
don't want to be homeless. That's why I work hard.
She's saying chop chop. It's time.
No,
It,
saying
oh,
applauding your 1 year.
she's applauding my 1
applauding.
year. She's beautiful.
She is.
That's not
And,
inappropriate.
Yay,
you know,
congratulations.
yeah,
That's pretty
congratulations
cool,
again,
actually.
Charlotte. And
Congrats.
yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations,
you know, it's weird.
Charlotte.
Susanna and I are celebrating our 3rd anniversary
I
April
was too
1st
dumb
next
to even
year.
mention it earlier.
3 years
Shame on
of
me.
streaming. So you're getting there. Get up there with us, okay? Catch up
I
with us.
will. I will catch up. All right, guys. You guys can feel free to stay in the backstage if you want to talk some more. Thank you, everybody who came on the stream today. It's an honor to have you all here and a nice amount of viewers today. I didn't expect that either.
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Be sure to like, subscribe if you're new to this, share with family and friends if you think that they'll like this. And yeah, thank you all and see you in the next stream. Love and peace.
We'll see you next time.
Good night, Charlotte.
Good night,
Yep.
everybody.
Good night.
Have a good one.
No.